Hi guys, welcome to The Hive. I'm Bee and this is my brand new channel and my very first video, which is super exciting! Today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour of this, which is my very first sketchbook that I've owned for 10 years. I used to draw a lot and that's a whole story into itself, but I stopped drawing because I convinced myself I couldn't do it. And this year decided no more of that. So I bought a Moleskine journal and yeah, I've filled it within a month and I'm incredibly happy with my progress. I guess let's just do it. Let's just do the video. Let's do the thing. This sticker we got through to our PO box for our main YouTube channel, which is Nick's Rising, which will be linked below. I'm going to link where you can get this sticker as well, because I believe it's a Dragon Age one. It's very cute. These ones are by Zero Hillian, and I will also link their stuff below because their stuff is very good, they're very talented. And this is courtesy of my poodle, because he decided that Sketchbook was a good snack. So I just bandaged it back up with some washi tape. I don't know why doing this makes me so nervous. So, ba-dow, wa-bow! First page. Yeah, it's just a little welcome page, me and my poodle. And the date that I started and the date I completed, which was almost exactly a month to the day. And I'm very proud of myself for that. First page. Yay! Really like how this one came out. I did it sat in a Starbucks when I decided I was going to draw again. And I'm glad that I did because it kickstarted my passion for drawing again, so yeah. And also it's shiny and spacey. If you know anything about me, I love space. I just wanted to fill that page where the Sharpie had leaked through. Some hand studies, because hands are hard. But I liked how this one came out. Trying to do a full figure and figure out how I could put that on one page. Some watercolor kitties. Trying out my new watercolor travel kit and some washi tapes that came through, and then using all of those to make this little sketch, which I think is really cute. She's almost a heart. Mouths. Yeah, just some mouths. I really like this one. I like the shape of it and it just looks like it's really expressive. Boobs. Some coloured pencil swatches. Drawing an old OC of mine, Jean. Just trying to learn to think. You'll find as we go through the sketchbook, I'm constantly just trying new things and trying to figure out what I like to draw and how I like to draw and figure out my style. Because after 10 years of not drawing, it's difficult to get back into. Some more swatches, but this time on watercolour paper so I can refer back. More of my dog. Like I say, trying different things, different styles. This one was Sharpie and this one was watercolour. I did this on a separate piece of paper to put it on this piece of paper and hide where the Sharpie had bled through. Yeah, he looks like Elijah Kamsky, but I think it's cute. Cat studies. And a final cat piece that I took a photo of and put on here. Wolf studies. I really like this one. She's just serene, pretty, an angel. Smooth. Bear wolf. Tiny foot. Look at that foot. Trying out new art supplies. I'd seen people in art videos using Posca pens before, so I wanted to see what the fuss was about. And just 10-minute study when I was out at the woods with my watercolours. Yeah. Wanted to extend over, so some mermaids. Drawing again smaller because I liked how it came out. Trying to figure out how to draw myself in like a chibi style. I like this one, it's really cute. It's kind of like my business card slash thank you card now. Drawing in the chibi style again, but with me and my partner and our dog. Things that I miss from New Zealand and just New Zealand things in general. With some gemstones. I like how this one came out. It's all angular and sharp. We've got amethyst right here. Some Wally marks, because I got my Ohuhu markers that my partner bought for me, and they are so fun to work with. I was just practicing this one. I really like how she came out. Ah. I just drew her again on this side because she bled through a lot. And then these are some mushrooms that I did with the Ohuhus. Mushrooms are wild, man. Like, you need to check out pictures of mushrooms. They look so crazy and so alien. They're awesome. I just stuck that in there to keep it in one place. This was just an off day. Wasn't feeling great, so I just sort of scrapped that page and just didn't come back to it. I did force myself to draw though later on in the day, and I think this one is my favourite sketch of the whole day, which was my Bupin sat next to me on the train. I really like how that came out. It just looked very much like them, I think. Then we went to go see Les Mis at the Queen's Theatre in London, and I liked how Andros was stood on the stage just before the interval. Just before the interval. So I doodled him out, and I really liked how that came out, the shape and everything. Some random sketches I'm planning for this piece. Trying to figure out painting. I'm using the markers to make a sky set, like skyscape? I think that's the word. This is one of my favourite pieces in my whole notebook. I love the shading on it. It took me ages to do. I copied it from a Pinterest reference and then added the dangly bits. I just really like how it came out, and then I outlined it with the grey Posca. Just sort of pull it out of the page and then do more random doodles. I love this 2D from Gorillas. I just think it turned out really nice. Practicing how to draw bears, because I've never drawn them before. This one really scares me. I don't like how he looks into my soul. Then I came across this, like, he became sort of my final sketch with some little bear ghosties and bow bow. A little photograph printout of the final piece again. More 2D from the Gorillas, because I liked how that first little sketch came out, and then just some studies of the rest of the band. Yeah, an Instagram model I think she is. She's got really interesting hair and looks, so I just doodled some out of her. Trying out some new alcohol markers that my friend Sammy sent through to me. Apparently they're supposed to like have this fade effect, but I couldn't seem to get it to work. So I just sketched this out to try them out. They were good fun. Really bled through those, so I just did some sketches of figure skaters, because how do bodies do this? How does that work? I like how this one came out though. And then just covered the rest of the page in Posca. Some sketches of trying to figure out how men work when drawing them. Very square. I like how this hair came out. This one's my favourite on the page, I think. Yeah, just copying some Pinterest references. Try and figure out guys. Some dudes. Some fishies and squiddies and sea things. This sketchbook is a lot of me just trying things and figuring out what I like to draw and just trying to draw every single day. So I thought this looked like a skull on the original drawing, so I did a little Halloween ray down here. I like this guy. He looks very fun. Some venting artwork just to get things out of my head, draw how I was feeling, and then some fan art of one of the artists I follow on Instagram, Shea Barton. And then it's another one of my favourite pictures. I love the colours of it. I love how the sunflowers came out and just the colours and the Copic, no, well not the Copics, the Ohuhus worked really lovely, and just, I want to know her. And then trying again down here, but with watercolours, and it just meh, didn't turn out as well. A swatch page of Posca pens, and just trying them out. More hand studies, because that's what artists do. You study hands a lot. Drawing my dog again. He looks like a shrimp when he lies on his side, so he's my shrimp boy. I added this in later on. I added this on the 23rd because the picture that's underneath, it gets really chalky paint, so it just kept leaving black smudges all over my hands and I got really annoyed, so I covered it. Watching Les Mis, there is a lot of Les Mis artwork in this sketchbook. I'm just warning you now. It's just drawing some Eddie Redmayne when he was on the screen for a while. And then we were on a plane to America and that was fun, so I just tried to do what I could see out of my window because I didn't want to miss a day of sketching. Well, or painting, I guess. I felt really art blocked in America, so I had my partner draw out these random shapes and I added to them to try and figure out what I could make out of the random shapes. My favourite is definitely extreme yoga though. It's just such a mood, just trying to do regular yoga. Ugh. And then I liked how he came out. He had interesting shapes and curves and just I wanted to know how he'd look from the front. And apparently that's how he looks from the front. And I don't trust him as much as I do back there. He looks like he'd cheat at Monopoly apparently. That was like a 15-minute sketch. Yeah, it's nice to relax. Then we got the news through that the Mars Opportunity rover had been like officially dead? Lost? I don't know what the term is. I cried because I love space and I love robots, so that really upset me, so I just did sort of like a RIP memoriam opportunity. And then the next day I felt really dang tired. You can see the black paint is chalking again. So I drew the Starbucks logo, also as tired as I was feeling, dropping her coffee and just falling dang asleep, which is the mood. Oh, I love how she came out, she looks so fun. Did her in an ice cream parlour, so she's based on like mint chocolate chip ice cream, like a waffle apron. That's not, nah. This is just kind of a sketch that didn't work out, so yeah, we moved on. Marius from Les Mis again, but this time not noticing that the revolution didn't go as planned, and just, yeah, that's sort of a joke between me and my friends. I like how it turned out though. His face is really interesting and I like the barricade behind him and how the flag's folded on him. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Just some 5-10 minute sketches while we were waiting for the taxi to the airport. Just trying to get faces down again from different angles and some little noses, trying to figure out how I want to draw them in the future. Again, back in a plane. This took about 5 minutes just with some watercolour, just to get the effect of how the clouds looked in the nighttime sky after we took off. And I really like how that came out. It made me really emotional, which is why I wrote this. Stars in space, man, they get me. My puppy is having puppy dreams if you hear weird noises in the background. Some more Molly Mock from Critical Role. I really like this tiny sketch. I always like my smaller sketches than I do when they're finished, but I'm still really happy with how it came out. I printed it out again. This was shiny in the original piece with gold Posca. Some French balconies, just looking on Pinterest, getting some references up. So yeah, just getting some practices in, then getting some people leaning on balconies and trying to merge them together for a piece that I did for my partner. I was going to do this Dream Week challenge and then I forgot what the date was, so I did like this practice on the 20th and it was supposed to run from the 25th to the 3rd and then I forgot, so I didn't join. But I still like how she turned out. I thought she was cute and it was like, the idea was supposed to be for slumber. She was a dream witch that would come in and like give you your dreams and it was like, oh, that's what you... I didn't do it, so maybe I'll draw her again at some point. This is just some sketches of trying to get out of my facial comfort zone because like this 3/4 facing the camera is like my go-to when I'm drawing, so I was trying to figure out how to do it from different angles and just really loosen my wrist up. Which is why I practiced out all of my characters from our big D&D RP universe that I have with my friends. So these are all my characters for different universes. I really like how they all came out, though Angelo is definitely my favourite. I like how angular he came out. Looks very attractive, very nice, good boy. Trying one of those hashtag draw this in your style. This is by Procrastinatus. So I did some sketches to figure out how to draw her, and then final piece, and then final piece, which I did with my hoo-hoo markers on marker paper and then stuck her in there. I like how she came out though. Practicing feet, because you know what's worse than hands? Feet. Them's the art facts for you for today. But I like how these ones came out, which is why I circled those with the yellows. They just look more fun and expressive. Then just some more fan art of Lemires. You're seeing a theme of Montparnasse and Jeanne. Because Jeanne is short and needs to go on his tippy toes for them to be this close, and I love it. I love them. Sometimes you sit there and think, hey, what if hair wasn't hair? And that's kind of what happened here. So we've got some water hair, trying to figure out how that would sit and flow. Dragonfly wing hair, because I saw a dragonfly picture and I thought they were pretty. And then just wings, but I like this one. He kind of looks like a really cool figure or some sort of Greek god, I guess. I don't know, I like how he came out. Just some self-portraits of myself in like the chibi style again. Really simple with Posca pens, and then just more of a realistic style, but it's not really realistic, it's still quite cartoony. Tired though, man, that's my big mood constantly. Another hashtag draw this in your style, this one by Piper's Art, and that's their original piece, which I thought was gorgeous. It hit all of my tags, man. It had stars, freckles, cute girl. Very good, very good, very good. Big hair. So yeah, again, planning, and then the final piece on marker paper with my hoo-hoos. I like how she came out. I made the moon shiny again. Yeah. Practicing how to draw dudes, because my partner said I drew too many, or said that they call me out for the fact that I draw girls a lot. So I was like, I can draw men, see? Hashtag prove I can draw men. And just did a load of references from Pinterest to draw different guys. Though he came out looking like Alistair from Dragon Age Origins if he was a modern surfer guy. I like him, he looks cute. Sketching out while we were watching The Umbrella Academy, which is phenomenal, and just fell in love with Klaus, so lots of little ghost boy doodles. I love how this hand came out. Just looked really, it looks like a hand, man. Like, yes! More Umbrella Academy doodles, this time of her, because I really liked her shoe, and then it became more very cool character. Just some little plant doodles. More of him, more Klaus. Don't like how this one came out, it's meh. Really, really like how this sketch came out though. There's a shot in the show where he looks like this, so I referenced it. Practicing how to doodle more, but this time with a green pencil because I couldn't erase it properly. So I wanted to just practice, like how the hands came out, and I love her hair and face and pose, just happy with this page. Tried it again with the blue pencil, but just wasn't as much as a fan of how he turned out, but I really like how the eye and the moon came out. I love the face and the moon. How fluid the mermaid looks. Yeah, it was fun. Love how my cat skull came out here. This is one of my favourite pages in the book. I drew a cat skull, and there's a surprise of this is a flap I put in. So here are my original like idea sketches of it. Did I want flowers and crystals or just flowers? And then you can see what I went with. Flowers and crystals was so much fun. And then yeah, I just painted the page with black matte paint, and I went in with gold Posca to make the moon shiny. More sketches of cute girls, and then some sketches of Six from Little Nightmares and the Gnome, because we were watching a playthrough of that game and I love it. Sea creatures, ocean things. A full illustration of Six, but I wish I'd pushed the colours and values a bit more. It's a learning curve, I'm getting there. All done with watercolours, and here's some sketches figuring out what I wanted to put on this page. Animal sketches, trying to figure out how to draw deers. Really like this poem from one of our poetry books upstairs, so I doodled her out as a representation, I guess. So much graphite on me now. More Les Mis. Love how this sketch of Andros came out though. Like, it just looks so warm and morning, like he's getting ready in the morning, just got out of bed or something with the sun rising. Love the pose, love the colours, This, I'm tempted to turn into a print at some point. I'm gonna redraw it on a bigger piece with nicer colours. So the next page is my favourite page hands down in my whole book, because it completely shows off how much I've grown. This sketch I wanted to redraw to see if I'd made any considerable change in my artwork and seeing if I'd actually grown, and then I did. Pow! This, which I am incredibly proud of. I love her face, I love the way that her hair came out and her little feeties and hands and just the flowers and just, the difference between those two sketches within a month, just, I'm proud of myself for being able to keep up drawing every single day, and I'm proud of myself for the difference between those two sketches, and it makes me really emotional to think about. And I can't believe I gave up on drawing so many years ago because I was like, I can't do it, I'm never going to improve, and I just proved myself wrong. I got some water-based markers, so I just did a swatch page and testing things out. Testing out the markers again and just doing some animal sketches, and then drawing one of my old OCs but with like an aesthetics page, so almost like a Pinterest board, but like just dotting them around and drawing them in. Planning for my final page of my notebook to be like, hey, this is the goodbye page, thank you for looking at my sketchbooks. I think they're really cute when you do that. Just drawing out some doodles for a friend. Practicing how to draw certain bones, because hey, bones are cool, man. Look how that one came out though. Yeah, it looked really fun. Again, with the new markers, they're really streaky, but I like how this all came out. It wasn't supposed to be this, because it was only supposed to be me and Sylveon, and then it was all of us. All of my, like most of my favourite Pokemon. I love how Charizard came out though, real nice. And then, pow! I finished my sketchbook! This is the very first sketchbook I've ever finished, and I'm very proud of myself for it. So just, thank you for looking for my sketchbook, and there's a B and a B. And just give yourself the same care and attention that you give others and watch yourself bloom, which I think is what I have taken away from doing this for a whole month. And I'm very happy. I can't wait to start my new sketchbook, which I have right here. Yeah! So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed looking through my sketchbook with me, and that maybe it helps inspire you to do your sketchbooks. If you like this video, then feel free to subscribe. I've got all my links to social things down below because I post all my sketches and drawings over on my Instagram. And thank you so much for watching. I'm hopefully going to make more videos very soon. Until then, I'm B, this is The Hive, and I love you. Bye. How am I supposed to... That looks weird, but that looks weirder. Ah.